You know what's great about Lego? Everybody sells them. You know, you've probably heard me say it more than once that once these figures went up to $5 a pack, I stopped buying them. But I love the CMF series. And my grocery store had them buy one, get one 50% off. So that worked out to be like something like $3.75 a pack. So I was like, okay. So I went through what few they had left, and they had 4 new characters that I did not have. So I bought these 4 minifigures. They're open up in front of you because I got them from the grocery store. That's right, get your milk, your eggs, your cheese, and your Lego. So yeah, why not? But anyway, so I got the 4 figures. I didn't get many. I think the only one I bought was the snowman and the turkey guy. But you know, like I said, these are $3.75 and I want them all, but I could just get the ones that the grocery store had. And we have the knight here. So we have the girl knight with a little horse. I didn't know that. She has the kid legs. See, when I was feeling in the store, you know, of course, you feel the regular legs. But the giveaways for the knight that were kind of like easy to tell for me at least. I don't know why I put on the helmet there without her head, but here's her head, here's her helmet. But the shield was a really good tell that you had the knight. And the horse's head was kind of like a weird feel, but between the bar and the horse's head, it was also a good tell that you had the knight. But the dead giveaway, the thing that was guaranteed, was this sword. The sword with the hilt, the pommel, and the blade, you could tell that you had the knight. So once again, I've kind of mentioned before, what I really love about the new figures is that they actually come with extra pieces. So now we have 2 swords and 2 bars to create my little horse. But I love the fact that she has a little horse that she holds onto. And of course we do have the face guard, but that's not like a great tell because in the bag it was a little difficult to tell what that was. The feather is a tell though, so you could tell by the feather that you had the knight here, the girl knight. But I think what I love most about this knight is that little horse. For me, it reminds me of Monty Python where they're walking around with little coconuts. So I love that horse. But here's the knight character. They had like 2 of her at the grocery store. So they had a lot of bags, but only 4 unique characters at the grocery store. But again, $3.75, I'm just glad I could get a few more of these series. Maybe I'll find some more on sale somewhere else. They also have the elf. Now, I love the seasonal set, so I was really glad I could get the elf girl. So that's why I got the snowman and the turkey, because they remind me of Christmas and Thanksgiving. But we have the elf character. And the way to tell with the elf character that you've got her is this hairpiece. The hairpiece is a very good tell because you got those long braids and the pointed hat. So that's a good tell. But another good tell is also the dome to the gingerbread house, because you put these, you got this 2x2 flat plate. But I think there are others, you know, I'm going from memory, but I believe there were some more sets that had this, but it was the dome, that plastic dome piece. It was a dead giveaway because it's like the little snow globe of the house. And I love the fact the house has that printed, I'm not sure if you can see on the camera here, but it's a printed 1x1 plate with like a little gingerbread house. That is really cool. I didn't even know that was there. Now I'm putting this by memory, so I don't actually know how to put it together yet, but this house will go inside of my snow globe, but there's actually little dots on that globe, which I didn't know about because, like I said, I kind of stopped buying the series, unfortunately, because they just got too expensive for me. But I'm very glad I could find them at a grocery store. I'm going to keep saying that because I can't believe I actually ended up getting Lego from grocery stores. That was the cheapest one. But here's my 3rd one. Now, this one, the toy soldier, the soldier. So that the knight had a knife, had a sword, but also my nutcracker. My nutcracker, or the toy soldier, also had a, I forgot to put on his little hats there. Also had a sword, but his sword was much different. His sword had a pommel, like a different pommel on it. So you can see the handle there. So this is a very different sword than the knight. So this pommel was how you could tell the little nutcracker or the toy soldier here. And then another tell was his hat. And I'm actually having trouble putting a sword on for some reason right now. So I'll just get to his hat and deal with that later. but his hat was also unique feel. So if you're good at feeling the blind bags, you could tell from the hat. So the hat and the sword were two very big tells for our toy soldier or Nutcracker character. Let me see, I don't know why I just can't get the sword in right now. Let me see it. Pop it in. It's actually funny because I'm thinking about doing another video about building, but here I can get, there we go, got it in. Man, that was a lot more difficult than it should have been for an expert builder. Just kidding, I don't consider myself an expert. I just consider myself somebody who likes to play with Lego as an adult. But so we got the Nutcracker, we got the elf, we got the toy soldier or the Nutcracker, and the female knight with the little horse. And the last character was, oh, that's right, the little fairy. I'm glad I got the fairy. And I may have mentioned this, but there were like 5 of these characters. I think there's like 5 of these bags. Of all the bags, half of them were the toy soldier. So a lot of him left over. But the little fairy's a fun little build. I think the thing I love most about the fairy was also her tail. So we've got this little tutu, and the tutu piece has been used a lot, so you can definitely tell the tutu if you've been doing these minifigures for a while. But the dead giveaway was the candy cane. Her little candy cane is like a very unique feel. Don't need to know how to feel blind bags very well to figure out that that is a unique piece. Let me put her together with a little hair. And you know, her hair is also a good tell, but if you're not an experienced blind bag feeler, that might be a little more difficult. And you know, you put these things together on camera, you're talking, and you forget little things like, oh yeah, fairies usually have wings. So why don't I put those wings on before I put her head on? And then after I put her head on, I put her hair on. There's an order to these things. You can figure it out, right? But there's my little fairy with her candy cane. Of course, she's got to have a little crown on her head. So there she goes. You know, since I actually just did the Disney minifigures, I'm very familiar with this crown piece since they had like 3 princesses in that series. But here are the 4 characters I was able to get at my local grocery store. Kind of very fortunate because, like I said, I love the CMF series. They just got, you know, when it came to like minifigure and a build, I just had to go with builds.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.